Wagwan guys, what's going on? I hope you're doing well. I cannot complain myself. Very interesting video I have here for you guys today. Cleotrapa and Ice Spice, they end up getting into a tiff, some type of argument, beef, falling out on tour together. Very interesting here. I actually seen a picture with Cleopatra and Cleotrapa. I may say Cleo just for short. Cleotrapa and Ice Spice, they were together, right? And I seen that it was some page that populated on IG, and I was definitely checking her out. I'm like, oh, this is a beautiful looking young lady, obviously, right? She's Nigerian. And one of the things interesting enough, right? I don't know how true this is. Both sides, it seems, kind of they said both sides of the story. They took to social media, took to I think Ice Spice was on Twitter and Cleotrapa was on her live, right? Basically, they both took to social media to air out their differences or whatever they were disputing at the time. Now, and both of their stories seem kind of, it's bits and pieces that sound like the truth, I would say. But interestingly enough, right, I think Cleotrapa said that one of the first tales that Ice Spice was getting mad because she was claiming that she was Nigerian. I'm like, hold on, does that even was I even hearing that correctly? Because I thought Ice Spice was saying that she was Dominican. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I don't know. But that was something that she said. And then Ice Spice, I think what else she was saying? Ice Spice said some wild things. I definitely say it will fall under the category of wild things. I think once she was saying she was kicking her out of her bed, and I was like, that was completely wild. You feel me? And they're writing each other ridiculous paragraphs. That would be a little bit much for me. But they were definitely going back and forth. I will say they were definitely going back and forth. Push come to shove, you feel me? This is what transpired. This was some of the things that took place. Okay, so and what Cleo was saying, Cleotrapa, it sounded like that was the truth. I ain't gonna lie, it did. Most of what she was saying did sound like the truth. What Ice Spice was saying, it sounded like she was, because they were both friends. It seemed they were both friends before this thing, Ice Spice blew up. Okay. And she knew her before the fame. She blows up. She invites her on tour. This is what Cleotrapa says. She was in, because they're on tour together. You feel me? They was on tour. It's an issue because Cleotrapa drops out of the tour because she's saying she's being mistreated. She's comparing this to a slave ship and all these other things. And that's why Ice Spice that's why she hurried up and hopped up online to clear it up, because it looks bad. It looks terrible. And in fact, it does. Just I don't know if she had any beef with Nicki Minaj or Cardi B. I think I heard something about that, but they was talking and it just made no sense to me. I'm I don't think they had a beef. I know Nicki Minaj may have said some things to Cardi B, right? And I don't know if that spilt over into any other type of business. That probably was it right there. But what I'm saying is this: it looks bad. You know what I'm saying? It just looks terrible. And in fact, it is terrible. And one of the reports that came out is she lost 500,000 IG followers. That's a number. You know what I'm saying? That's a number. I'm gonna be tripping off 0.5%. I know people that will fight you over a decimal. You hear me? And this is, I'm not saying anything negative. You know what I'm saying? They both said their truth. They both went on tour. Obviously, they they were friends before this. They just end up falling out because of business. That's why that's why people say, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes Keep what's personal personal. I know it will probably, I don't know if they got a song together. I got to do some more research to see if they got a song together. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just like, those are some of the things that happen. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to talk too much about it, but like, that's real. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, you lost half a, you know what I'm saying, half a ticket, 500,000 followers, you know what I'm saying, who probably still gonna listen to your music, probably still, and it's crucial because I believe her first week album sales wasn't really like that tremendous. I don't think she didn't meet expectations, you know what I'm saying, but she was really pushed heavily on social media because of the sound and the looks and all these other things, but just like the numbers didn't go. And now it's like, you know, people have iTunes, you know what I'm saying, that's like, you know what I'm saying, you can get that, you know, it's like a monthly, yearly subscription, and then like it's included in like some of your phone plans. So like literally people don't even have to pay for your music. They just need to download it. They need to have room, you know what I'm saying, on their phone so they can download it. That's pretty much it nowadays. You know what I'm saying? But then you add that together with like the low album sales, because they're not, you don't have to go to the store and physically buy an album anymore. You know what I'm saying? So you add this to that. This is bad news for Ice Spice. It looks bad. I can say, you know what I'm saying? When I can point out little bitty things like that, and then you see it happen, it's like, man, look, this is ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? But Cleotrapa, she says Ice basically invited her on tour, and the whole thing that they fell out about was because Ice Spice was saying she needed her space. She was like all in her bed. They on the same bus. You're on tour together. You know what I'm saying? Even if you're taking a jet, you're not in a 747. That's going to be a small cabin. And even if you was in a 747, that's not really that big, to tell the truth. It's not. You still going to be trying to get some leg space. You're going to need whatever. You know what I'm saying? You're going to need a whole row by yourself. Whatever. Where the emergency door is at, that's the space where you're going to have the most leg room. You know what I'm saying? And that's the biggest, you know what I'm saying, that you probably going to get. You know what I'm saying? But nah. Private jets, you get to, you know what I'm saying? You get to roll out or whatever. But it's still a small cabin. It's, you know what I'm saying? It's a small space. And if you go into like city to city or whatever, and it would make no sense for you to do that. You just take a bus. And that's what they did. They took a bus. And she's trying to get more space. And it's like, y'all live in quarters. Regardless of how true that situation is, basically she was saying she needed her space. That's true. That's, you know what I'm saying? She was saying you're too close or whatever. But you invited her to, y'all doing a tour together. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what Cleotrapa said. She said she invited her. I don't know how true that is. But the fact is they were doing a tour together. Okay. And I think that was kind of ill. You feel me? That was kind of mean. And to tie this up, because I don't want to get too long into it, but you really can't, you know what I'm saying? It looks bad. You know what I'm saying? You call this, you on tour with this sister. You know what I'm saying? She's a sister. Nigeria, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And this is what's happening. It looks terrible. You feel me? And you know it looks. She knows it. If you didn't know it looked terrible, it's terrible. It looks terrible. You know what I'm saying? You don't treat people like that. You treat people the way you know what I'm saying. You want yourself to be treated, right? But considering like you know you want to be treated nicely as well. But you know, people love Ice Spice. People are still gonna listen to her music. She's still gonna get played. She's saying, you know, all these things because you know she makes good music. Like at first I did not like trap music, or what is it called? What is that? Drill music. I really didn't like it. But then you know you create you know an ear. You learn you learn to have an ear. You know, your inner ear after listening to it so much. you know, you learn the rhythmic differences and stuff, and you're like, oh, I can see you at a hook, you at a chorus, and it's like, oh, I can see how, you know, people, you know, like this, enjoy this type of music, because now you've created an air for that type of sound, and then now you're able to enjoy other music that's made by other musicians, you know what I'm saying, because of, you know, you've grown accustomed to these things, right? I have not listened to Cleotrapa music yet. That's some work I have to do. Like I said, I don't know if they had a song together. They should make a song together. They should get over this type of beef or whatever. This is child's play. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, they was doing numbers. They're doing a tour together. They was doing real business. These things happen. They had a falling out. Two beautiful women. Enough. You know what I'm saying? These things, these things happen. Attitudes, characters, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Those things do happen. But I'm pretty sure, just because of the situation, just because it's people gonna want to see them. People gonna want to see, you know what I'm saying, them back together and whatever type of duo they was doing that created a space for that. And who knows if they already got a song together. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they should make a song together. You feel me? And squash this or whatever. But that's what I got for y'all. Interesting situation, things that transpired and took place. You know what I'm saying? Just goes to show you, you know what I'm saying, these situations like this, people take note of things like that. You know, be something so simple. Your favorite artist who just popped, you know what I'm saying? You know, but these are things that happen. Peace, guys. That's what I got for you, man. I'm out.